Well, straight to the equity market action or lack of it thereof, given that it was a fairly subdued day of trade. Yes, you did see a spurt of activity come in toward the fag end of the session, and I think that's what really helped us go above the 5,900 mark. The Sensex too was down by just about 20 points. The broader markets, a good degree of outperformance, as you can see, it was in the green and in fact went on to end at the day's high with the market breadth clearly in favor of the gaining side. And really the saving grace came in the form of the IT stocks. Technology also really contributed on the upside, as did select metal names. And on the downside was the bank nifty, which continued to remain under pressure today. Real estate as a pack also looked fairly weak. So on the upside, you had stocks like Ranbaxy, Tata Steel, BPCL as well as Hindalco, which really made the moves. And some stocks in focus included a Bombay Dyeing. In fact, that counter was up a good 12% as reports indicated that 3 global PE firms are in talks to buy a 24% stake, which could be valued around 500 crores, though the company categorically said that these rumors were absolutely baseless. Moving on, then you did have Godrej Properties too, which was pretty active as it tied up with Ador Group for residential projects in Mumbai, where they will be developing 6.7 acres of land with the company. L&T Finance was also exceedingly active. Remember, the finance minister said that the RBI will be shortly issuing 7 banking licenses and that the new banks should not try to become clones of the existing banks. So on the back of those statements, a good rub-off effect. Coal India has reeled under profit booking as ET reported that the government may go ahead with the plans to divest the 5% stake via the FPO. That's going to be in the second week of December, ahead of the 3-day worker strike. Ranbaxy too pretty active, a good 6%, as the reports indicate that it's looking to buy a US FDA-approved facility in India. Jubilant Life Sciences from the same basket was also pretty active. It tempered down then as it will be consolidating the pharma biz under its Singapore subsidiary and will be transferring the API and dosage forms to the business via slump sale. Apart from that, McNally Bharat some order wins, and that's what kept it active. 127 crores for a refinery project is what it won. On the downside though, Coal India was fairly muted.